What is going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with my Browns Steelers Week 14 game preview as our 3-9 Cleveland Browns travel to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Acrisure Stadium, as you see behind me, to face off against the AFC North leading 9-3 Pittsburgh Steelers. And if it feels like we just played these guys, well, that's because we did. 2 Thursdays ago. Not this past Thursday. That was Thanksgiving. The Thursday before that, in the snow at First Energy / Huntington Bank Field. That was fun to watch. Mm-hmm. That's classic lake effect, what we watched. 1 minute, little flurries, nothing too bad. And then before you know it, you're in the middle of a snow globe. It was glorious, right? Jameis Winston went out there and he didn't do too bad, right? He did not do bad at all. But man, what we watched last night was kind of the best of both worlds when it comes to the Jameis Winston experience, right? We saw good Jameis, and of course we saw bad Jameis. My dude was slinging that thing. And of course, sometimes it went to the dudes in the orange helmet. And unfortunately, a couple times it went to the dudes wearing the white helmet. Yeah. If you really think about it, Jameis threw 6 touchdowns last night. 4 to his team, and 2 to the Broncos. But he was slinging that thing. That's just the way he is. He is a bona fide gunslinger. It's playing roulette. You just gotta hope and pray that the ball goes to one of your guys, right? He's like the personification of F it. He's down there somewhere. In this case, Jerry Jeudy, who went absolute nuts against his old team last night. I believe I saw something on Twitter that said entering the game last night, Jerry Jeudy was like 30th in receiving yards. I believe now he's tied for 5th. And he has a legit chance to achieve 1,000 yards. He has 5 games to do it. I don't think he's going to do it. Especially if he, does even a little of what he did last night. Right? I mean, my God. Since Jameis took over at quarterback, we've seen Jerry Jeudy put up 2 of the games ever, really, against the Saints, where he went over 100 yards, and then last night. I mean, this dude was not getting the ball at all with who at quarterback. And then we got the gunslinger taking over, and look at him now. Same thing with Elijah Moore. It's freaking crazy what happens when you got a guy who's just not afraid to sling it, right? Now, you can have people on Twitter saying, oh, the Browns would have been better with who at quarterback. You know what would have happened if we had who at quarterback last night? We'd probably get blown the hell out. Why? Because all we'd be doing is dump off passes that only go 5 yards. Dump offs, screen passes, shallow routes. It would have been easy breezy for the defense because they wouldn't have had to do anything. All they would have had to do was just hover around the line of scrimmage. Because I bet your butt who would not have thrown the ball deep at all. And he would have been sitting in the pocket for like 10 seconds most times, and Nick Bonito and them would have feasted. And they already had a good game. Probably would have had like 5+ sacks. Because who would not have been moving out of the pocket. He would have been trying to do too much. Putting a lot of pressure on the O-line. So yeah, you just gotta take the bad with the good when it comes to Jameis, because he will slang that thing regardless. Like, he does not waver at all. Like, he'll throw a pick, and then what he'll do is he'll go right back out there the next time he has the ball and just slang it still. Like, he's fearless, right? But you gotta love it though. He'll keep going. He doesn't get deterred by the threat of interceptions. I mean, look, he threw 30 picks one time with Tampa. Freaking crazy. Now, of course, I already talked about the series history 2 weeks ago when we played these guys. And of course, the Browns won that Thursday night game. So there's really not much else to talk about there. And there's really no news to talk about. So, with that being said, I'm going to get into the keys to victory right off the bat. Yeah. And key number one, gotta get Chubb going. Against the Broncos last night, Jameis Winston threw the ball damn near 60 times. Like, if he's gonna throw the ball 60 times, you know the turnovers are coming. Like, there's no way this dude's gonna throw it 60 times and not throw at least one pick. And he threw 2 pick-sixes. Now, in terms of what the Browns did on the ground last night, I mean, they did all right. Jerome Ford got the bulk of the carries. Had me thinking Nick Chubb got hurt, but no, they just were not using Chubb because they liked what they were getting out of Jerome Ford, which wasn't a whole lot. A couple big runs, but for the most part, he wasn't doing much. 9 carries, 41 yards. Nick Chubb actually did end up with the same amount of carries, but only 21 yards. Jameis had 3 for 11. Tony had 1 for 3. Elijah Moore had 1 for 1. Woo! 23 carries, 77 yards on the ground in total. Yeah. Now, on the flip side, we gave up 26 carries for 106 yards and 2 touchdowns to Denver. And now we got to face Najee Harris and Jalen Warren. Lovely. Yeah, Nick Chubb has to show up. Because if the run game can get going, even a little bit, that'd be fun, right? That'd be awesome. It would open up the pass even more. 2, defense needs to show up. Now, they didn't give up all 41, obviously, to Denver, but they did give up a passing touchdown and 2 rushing touchdowns. Of course, that one passing touchdown was a 93-yard laser beam to Marvin Mims, where Denzel Ward, I kid you not, was that close to either tipping it away or picking it off. Yeah, I think he was a little late to get into that ball. Can't even lie. That was a good ass throw by Bo, though. Any different, later, or if that ball goes even a little bit more to the right, that's a pick. That's a pick. Like, you got to be on point. That's a keyhole throw for sure. Damn. Can't even be mad about that. That was just a damn good throw. Just all you can do is just tip your cap, right? But the defense has to show up. You mean to tell me we got 0 sacks because Bo Nix was getting rid of the ball pretty early, and of course, whenever he would get rid of the ball, most of the time there was a dude who was open. Mostly Cortland Sutton. Yeah. In total, we had 4 tackles for loss, 6 passes defended, 2 QB hits. We only got to the quarterback twice. Myles Garrett and Dalvin had a QB hit apiece. The Broncos had 10 QB hits with 3 sacks. Of course, didn't really help that Jermaine Ifedi was at left tackle. And by the way, reports are saying Alex Highsmith will be back this week for Pittsburgh. Lovely. Of course. That'll be fun. Wow. Yeah, the defense has to show up. They have to. I want to see Miles go out there and get another 3 sacks. Because if you've realized, right, if you've noticed a little trend with Miles, look what's happened recently, right? So, Charger game, gets 3 sacks, right? Sacks Justin Herbert 3 times. What happened in the Saints game? Nothing. We play the Steelers. Oh, look, 3 sacks. What happened last night? Nothing. So if that trend continues, I'm expecting another 3 sack night for Myles Garrett against the Steelers. Imagine if he does it again. Oh man, you want to see a fan base just lose their minds. If Myles Garrett does it again, and then we again silence TJ Watt, oh my god. Steeler fans are gonna be like, they're gonna be so mad. Because all I've heard from them lately is TJ Watt's, better than Miles. He deserves to be DPOY. Oh, Miles' Defensive Player of the Year last year was a Mickey Mouse award. Oh, he doesn't deserve nothing. Well, we'll see, right? We'll see what happens. And then, finally, take care of the ball. Take care of the ball, please. Jameis. I mean, I know it's the Jameis Winston experience, right? It is the craziest roller coaster ever. So many ups and downs. It's crazy. But man, if he just took care of the ball last night, we win that game. Browns legit scored 30 points and lost. Freaking crazy, man. Right? Offensive masterclass. And you lose. Because Jameis. And your defense kind of sold too. A little bit. We did get 2 picks though, which is nice. But they didn't do anything really after that. You got to take care of the ball. No interceptions, no fumbles. And then on the other side, force interceptions and fumbles like you did last night. And we'll be good. Of course, here's a date to remember, guys. October 5th, 2003. The last time the Browns won in the regular season in Pittsburgh. Now, they did win in the playoffs in 2020, which some Steeler fans will say that's a Mickey Mouse win because there was no fans. But it don't matter. It still counts. But yeah, can the Browns go into Pittsburgh and win there in the regular season for the first time in 21 years? With this team? That'd be hilarious. I mean, this would be the team that would go and sweep Pittsburgh. Of all the good teams we've had lately, the worst team we've seen recently, under Stefanski for sure, would definitely go into Pittsburgh and sweep them. Because logic, right? Of course. So, looking at my player to watch, I got to go Miles again. Simply because of what he did 2 weeks ago. 3 sacks. I want to see him do it again. Simple as that. And then my prediction, as much as I would love to see us win in Pittsburgh, we haven't done it since 2003. And I don't know if it's going to happen this time around. So I got Steelers winning somehow 24-21. And yeah, we just continue to look forward to the draft coming up in a few months. And we continue to improve our draft spot too. Yeah. Man, if we would have beat the Steelers in Pittsburgh, oh my God. Like I said, this would be the team to do it too. Right? They really have not much to play for. There's been a lot of bad talk around the team. So they would definitely go out and sweep the Steelers. Just because. Out of nowhere. Because you gotta love it, right? Because football. But yeah, I got the Steelers squeaking one out again. 24-21. And whatever. I don't really care if they lose as long as the offense looks good. Right? As long as the game is close and the offense looks good. That's all I care about at this point. And our guys get out healthy. So that's all I got. And as always, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that bell. I'll see you guys in less than an hour for the final Cavs NBA Cup game of the year. As unfortunately, they were eliminated from elimination stage. They couldn't even get through the group stage again because that game against Atlanta. They sold so hard. They got Washington tonight, and they should win. So we'll see. So I'll be live for that. Hope to see you guys there. With that being said, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Browns. And I'm out. Bye bye.